Well, I'm here in New South Wales Parliament with Senator Pauline Hanson. Pauline, it's great to have you here as our party leader, and great to see you and talk about issues. And the big news in New South Wales this week, you wouldn't believe it, all the things we've got wrong in the state. We've got the drought and water crisis in Western New South Wales, all the farmers who are, you know, on the edge of walking off their land. We've got the energy crisis, where can we keep the lights on in New South Wales without coal-fired, reliable, dispatchable power? We've got massive immigration and congestion in Sydney. So what's the Parliament been talking about for weeks on end, eating up scores of hours of debating time? An abortion bill in a state where we had permissible, lawful abortions for 50 years, and the police have an instruction not to do any prosecution. So for the sake of lefty symbolism that won't change anything in real life, we've ignored all the big issues, and Labor, Liberal and the National Party have been totally absorbed with something that was more about what they feel on the issue than the public needs.
Totally agree. People are disgusted with it. Spent so much time in the Parliament debating this whole issue, and it was really wasn't Berejiklian, you know, it was a promise given at the last election, so it was a Greens bill. Wasn't a Greens bill, and she went along with it. Yeah, it
was a lower house independent, and the Greens and the left-wing National and Liberal Party people, but Gladys Berejiklian allocated dozens of hours of debate. I mean, this has been going on for weeks and weeks, and that can't happen unless the government says Parliament drops all other business, the drought, energy, congestion in the city, and just debates this one issue. Okay. So it's been a real misallocation of parliamentary resources.
Just tell some of the people out there what was in the bill, okay, about this. At what time can you have an abortion up to?
Well, you can have it up to the day of birth, really, the day before birth. We had an amendment to ban it after 20 weeks, unless it's a life-threatening situation. The government came back with a watered-down amendment to say it's got to be in a public hospital. But it's true that for a social reason, so that could be someone lost their job or their relationship broke up, they can have an abortion. And I think that's way out of step with community values, because if you see a heavily pregnant woman walking down the street, you think there's a baby in there, a human life that's about to be born. And this bill is all about the left-wing agenda that the woman's right to choose overrides every other consideration, even normal public standards.
Totally disagree with that. I believe abortion for rights of health reasons, the mother or the child, or rape, if there has been rape, but up to a certain period of time, up to the day before, so wrong.
No, it is wrong.
It is so wrong. Tell me another thing, what they put in this about a man can have an abortion?
Well, I mean, the world's gone nuts, hasn't it? They say, we've tried to move an amendment to say that the bill should talk about women, because at the moment, and as it's passed by the lower house, the Act will only talk about a person having an abortion. And the crazy green left-wing argument is that someone identifying as a man can have a womb. Now, this is all from outer space, of course, madness. Only a woman biologically can have a baby, only a woman biologically can have a termination. So we lost that 23-18, and incredibly, all 6 National Party people in the upper house voted for the proposition a man can have a baby. Go figure.
It is go figure. Do you think one of them might want to have a baby?
Maybe. I don't know. They might have that.
Let's see what happens in the future.
Maybe there's a few secret wombs in the male fraternity in the National Party. But no wonder Barnaby Joyce is screaming about it, because these people are way to the extreme of politics. They're not social conservatives anymore.
That's why we need the balance. One nation there, common sense policies, talking to people and raising the issues. So you know, you've done a great job. People are very proud of what you've done.
Well, I hope so. There's other things we tried.
And that's what I'm hearing.
Another big issue was, you know, we've learned about gender selection abortions, where the baby is terminated solely for being female, but the family only wants boys, not female. So you've got all these left feminists.
That sounds like China or India.
Well, the left feminists saying, oh, we need equal opportunities for women. But if female fetuses are aborted for no other reason than being female,
yeah, true,
they'll never become, you know, politicians or in cabinet or running companies or anything. And yet we went to ban it, to say it should be illegal, and the lefties voted the other way.
Well, that's what's happening in our parliaments, and you know, you hear it yourselves going on every day. So we're going to stick with it, Mark. Common sense for the people, and represent what the majority want, not the radical lefties.
Yeah, and we'll continue working on the issues that matter to people: drought, energy prices, energy security, all the things that matter, instead of fringe left-wing issues. So, you know, we're going okay here, and value your support, Pauline. Thank you.
Thanks. Bye, Mark.